world, a five-time middleweight champion of the world, introducing Sugar Ray Robinson.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny skies.
This is like being at a carnival. The fans are happy to...
We're expecting an all-action slugfest. And he caught him there with a left hook. Good left counter that lands. Neither man really defending themselves. Beautiful counter shot. How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but you're not showing around your long.
Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. He just misses with that jab. He just misses with that big right hand. There's a counter shot. Big swing and a miss. And he blocks the left uppercut. That left counter was perfectly timed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That counter shot lands. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Here we go, it's round two. Catch and shoot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Good counter punching. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Big right hand just misses. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Quick punch scores. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got a double shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, but every twitch.
Looks like we're going to see it. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knock him up.
And the kid goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4. Easy work.
The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
They
Easy
believe
work.
their fighter has it in the tank.
Come on, team, right? You can't do this easy.
Bell rings and we start the third. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. This is one of those fights where if you blink, you probably miss about 3 or 4 punches. That's the kind of output we're going to see.
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move their fast, they show. It's a hard night work for the referee.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Right up.
These two fighters are made for one another. Do you believe this? They both want the knockout. Nice exchange here from both men. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Come on, playboy. Let's get busy, man.
There's the bell for round 4. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? So that left lands. You don't want to trade shots. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Oh, that punch. Solid punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
There's the bell to start round 5. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
He blocks the hook. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into a rhythm, the fight is over.
He missed with that jab. Which fighter will say no mas? Back and forth they go. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Look absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
Let's go away from this kid.
On to the 6th round. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Exchange here from both men. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Good job of cutting off the ring, making sure his opponent cannot get out of trouble. But somehow weathered the storm. Let's go with that left hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. You start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
I got my body all tight. Nothing I can do about that. I could have been taking out.
Round 7, here we go. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And he just missed with that left jab. His jab just got blocked. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Blocks the jab. He parries away that left hook. And he fails to score with that left hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot guess that. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for guessing out.
I'm winning the fight, but I have zero stamina. Try to knock him out. He got 2 knockdowns.
And there's the bell for round 8. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? And he misses with that jab. He got out of the way of that right hook. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
That's a scoring left hand. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, this... And there's the bell for round 9. Both men step back for just a moment. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
He misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got level spin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
This is the 10th. He carries away the left uppercut. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Action, and they are giving us action. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right punch. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. The courage on display here is incredible. He threw the hook, didn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
And there's the bell for round 11. Both men step back for just a moment. Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here, and the kid goes down.
Oh, boxing. Oh, boxing. Oh, boxing. Damn. That's the game. 8, 9, 10. That's it. I'm cold. That was fire. Oh, boxing. That was
It
fire.
happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
You gotta keep his hands up, boy. That was fire. Nobody beat that jab. That motherfucking jab. I want to smoke. What up? Fucking these boys up. This sound
Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson, 5'11" tall with a reach of 72.4 inches. And facing him in this bout, Amir King Khan, 174 centimeters tall, 66 kgs with a reach. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
What happened, my boy? Just for harm. Amir King Khan. See if I can get somebody to play me online. See what's going on. The game fucks up. So I don't know. I keep hearing this fucking breathing and shit. work.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be in here. I'm ready, who's next up?
Somebody trying to run some before I start this match. You want to jump in?
My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up.
Reach this 200 mark.
Only one number one, there ain't room for two.
Come on, Sugar Ray.
I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't
Gonna shoot your boy a follow. You up in here? Check me out.
There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody? I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game, you got flopped it.
Fuck.
Man, I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
Heavyweight. That's for everybody had playing heavy right now. Come on, man.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat.
It's not making any sense.
Too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it low and high side, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night night. It's my time in a bright light.
Trying to get this 200.
Talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, that shit motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that.
Here we go. I got action. I can't believe this shit. Come on, man. Can I get some action? Oh, here we go. Finally, some smoke. See what's going on, man. See what I'm fighting against. See what they trying to do.
How about this venue, ladies
We
and gentlemen?
outside.
I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire
Yeah,
Fight
man.
Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's action
That
night.
undisputed
It's
belt.
time now for
All
our
right.
tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson,
really dancing
5
like
foot
Chris
11
Brown.
inches tall with a reach of 72.4 inches. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson, weighed in at an even 147 pounds. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, when he fights out of Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're... And there's the bell to start round one.
Let's go.
He blocks the jab.
Yeah.
Good left counter that lands.
I'm gonna put you to sleep. You don't want to put your hands up.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Robinson got
What
buzzed
the
there. He's in
fuck?
trouble.
It's me? What he catch me with?
And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. Now we're right back into the fray. Good counter right hand again.
Okay, I see what's going on.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
If you are on the losing side of this fight and the heat is on, 3 minutes seems like 3 hours. It's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching from both these fighters. He got out of the way of that right hook. Perfect counter shot. Great counter right hand.
Oh,
there.
he's like the monkey something and shit.
You'd like to see more jabs. The perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Right.
And there's the bell for round two. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Beautiful counter shot. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches.
What?
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He fails to score with that left hook.
How is he not hurt at all?
So much firepower here.
Good fighter.
No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Look absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
On to the third. Let's see as these two fighters start to feel each other out. One will probably rely more on their speed than their power.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe to toe, heart for heart. Mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
He just misses with that jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
How is he fucking cheating?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And his best defense is not as good as his offense. They've avoided catastrophe there. Robinson!
How?
He's
Hey,
in
what am I
trouble.
the same fucking character?
Sugar Ray is down!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't see what's happening.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still... Here we go to the fourth round. Good right hand. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If he cheated, now we're going to find out.
There's a right hand. Nice exchange here from both men. And this is with that jab. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got level skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Sugar Ray is down.
Shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.
Need this 200 wins.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed with dangerous and ready to come back. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. Life's not fair, people holding on the balance. But even you got that magical, you have it. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we give it a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rain's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculated. On time, not a second hour late. You're witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like a can't shout. I'm getting even, 4-2-3, I'm like a calm count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spy. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. Yeah, I go in and get the job done. You don't want none.
Oh my God. We get this party started. Break one chicken.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
That's what David Haney finna do.
Box.
Oh my ass up. Better step back and get work.
Let's do it.
Set.
Let's go.
Jab, though. Jab.